Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and some more Star Wars Battlefront 2 news. First of all, I just wanted to quickly remind you that I will be doing a solo special stream later tonight at 5 p.m. Swedish time, which is CEST. So if you're interested, make sure to tune into that. But let's jump straight into the actual news. First of all, Ben posted a quite lengthy comment out on Reddit yesterday explaining a bit about the communication overall and the things that have been improved and so on. But one thing he did mention that I thought was quite interesting is that he said tomorrow we are due to film the first of what we hope will be a regular video series. And he said this yesterday, which means that today they're actually filming that over at DICE, because Ben has tweeted out and said that he is indeed in Stockholm this week at DICE office. So my hope for this is that maybe they're doing some type of developer update-ish video with Dennis maybe, or Ben, or CJ, or Guillaume, who knows, or maybe all four of them if we're lucky. And I'm very glad to see that we're actually starting with this now, and it's not just something they're saying that they want to do, but they're actually getting down to it and filming the actual video today. So that's gonna be really interesting to see. Hopefully they could be speaking about an update to the roadmap or similarly, which I will talk more about in a second, because the one thing I am worried about is that if they make kind of a developer update but they have no actual news or details there, people are unfortunately not gonna receive it very well. I think me and many others are just gonna enjoy seeing a behind the scenes look over at DICE and the Battlefront 2 team, and that's good enough for me. But knowing this community, if there's no new details whatsoever in this video, it will be chaos as always. So my hope is really that you're gonna have maybe a snippet of news, or maybe tease something regarding Obi-Wan or Grievous. That alone, just showing a audio clip from Obi-Wan or Grievous, could be well enough to make that video interesting for anyone, not only those who are interested in behind the scenes stuff. And while we're talking about Obi-Wan, Ben was asked out on Twitter about him, and he said, "Going well, I enjoy listening to the audio files that Dennis keeps sending me. Looking forward to seeing and hearing more of him as we get closer to his release." So those are exactly the kind of audio files I'm hoping they could start teasing fairly soon, maybe even in that developer video, who knows. And another thing that Ben responded to earlier this week is the fact that we are indeed getting a roadmap version 3 this month, because he was asked if we're getting another roadmap update, and he said current plan is to release one this month. Yes. So I'm kind of curious on what we will see on that roadmap update. I mean, I think the natural thing would obviously be that they put December and January as actual months there and not just say winter. But whether or not we will get something more that is moved around back or forth, or some new content added, that's hard to say. Obviously it would be a nice surprise if we do get something added. The last roadmap update gave us 3 new vehicles as well as 2 skins for Obi-Wan, which was obviously a good surprise and only positive. So I really hope they could have something similar to that in version 3 of the roadmap update. And lastly, I just wanted to quickly mention that yes, the Seasons tab has been removed from the Battlefront 2 website. I think this actually happened about a month ago, if not longer. I'm not really sure why it blew up right now, but I thought I'd bring it up anyways in case anyone was wondering, because I did get a couple of tweets about it. And yeah, what are my thoughts on that? I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, Seasons were promised, but to me the only thing Seasons really were kind of like a theme around a time span in the game. The solo season had nothing special in terms of the actual season. It was a content drop of solo stuff. Simple as that. The only thing that really had some type of season feel was The Last Jedi, where you actually had to pick a faction, do those challenges, and I thought those were really fun. But other than that, seasons don't really differ a lot from just simple content updates. And based on what we know right now, it seems like we're basically gonna get a Clone Wars drop every month now. Sometimes bigger, sometimes smaller, obviously. So would it really be necessary to phrase September all the way to, I don't know, December or even January as a Clone Wars season? I don't really know. So to me, it doesn't really change much. The only thing that I would potentially miss is what we had in The Last Jedi, where we could pick a faction, do challenges and get rewards based on which faction you were in. But other than that, it's not really gonna change anything if it's called the Grievous update or the Geonosis update compared to having that all in the Clone Wars season, if that makes sense. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.